And here we are. Hey everyone,
Hi,
Mike and I
everybody.
back. We're back to do some spirit rescue,
Yeah,
and we're really happy to be here.
yes,
So
we sure.
thank you for watching, everyone that's here. Thank you. And put that on. Okay, so let's introduce ourselves. Mike, do you mind going first?
No, not at all. So I'm Mike Dinkel. Um, Started this basically since I was born. Um, the first time I recall anything happening was at about 3 years old. Saw my first angel. Did my first healing at 10 years old. Did my first rescue mediumship work, although I didn't even know what those words were. It was just I crossed some lady over at about 16 years old, and it was so fabulous. I just wanted to do it more and wanted to learn more about it. So I started reading a lot of Sylvia Browne's books because she was the only psychic I knew of, and there was no internet, no other things. So went down and bought her books or rented them from the library, and just learned as much as I could, self-taught. Then then the teenage years hit, and I didn't fit in very well, so I kind of pushed stuff away. But I'm back at it. Have been for quite some time. Um, been doing healing work and enjoying that. Doing it remotely uh, while COVID has been going on, and had some incredible results with that. So I just really enjoy this work, this path, and want to share it with everybody. So that's why I'm here.
Good. Thanks, Mike. I was just
Thank you.
looking, and it doesn't look like Facebook is streaming yet.
Oh,
It's the first time we've streamed to Facebook, so hopefully it will work. Um, yeah. Anyway, hi, Star. Thanks for being here. So, a little bit about me and how I got into spirit rescue. Um, well, it started about 20 years ago, I guess now. Oh, when my stepfather passed, and I ended up having a near death experience and began being able to communicate with spirit in some way. I actually, that kind of, well, yeah, after my parents, all three of my parents died, passed, then I realized that I was able to communicate with spirit again, because as a kid I did, yeah, and I think we all kind of have that, and and it took a little while for me to understand about the fact that maybe we don't cross over right away, or that spirit may need help moving into the into the higher planes, because I hadn't started working as a medium yet, but I was sensitive to spirit. And then I heard some audio of I was at a mediumship retreat, and I heard some audio of a couple of gals that helped a logger that was stuck there, and because it was at the Puget Sound up in Washington where the retreat was, and they got his voice on recorder, and they helped him because we pretty much all of us felt him around in the different cabins that we were staying in. We
oh
all
my.
felt him, yeah. And I felt him and saw him in my third eye, kind of wandering around in the cabin we were staying in, and these were their quarters, all these buildings, and they did a rescue that night, and they could hear his voice, and that really hit me. It was very profound for me, and I got a copy of it and listened to it over and over and over. And even though it was just a little short voice, but you could hear him, and I cried and cried. Ooh, and I'm getting emotional talking about when I would hear it. Every time I listened to it, it just brought so much kind of grief, I guess, that people do get stuck. That we do get stuck, parts of us, and you know, soul retrieval kind of thing, that we do get stuck. And then I saw then I started doing my own EVPs, my own spirit communication, and I kept hearing help me, help us, those types of recordings on EVPs and on Spirit Box. And then I realized, okay, I started watching Steve Huff Paranormal, and he helped Johnny Cash cross over into the light, who had been gone a while, but
Wow.
he wasn't in the higher planes. So that, I'm like, okay. And so I started meditating on it, and I learned how to do it, and realized that, gosh, it's really, really needed. So yeah, any mediums out there who are drawn to it, please, please do this kind of work because it's
Yeah.
really needed. Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, it sure is.
yeah. So, hi, Soul Prima. Good to see you here. I'm not sure why.
I just checked and I'm showing that it's live on Facebook.
So you are streaming? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why mine isn't, or maybe I'm just not seeing it. Okay, good. Then I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Um, so we thought today we'd focus on suicides, and also, since it is animal. Hey, Christine. Animal. I'm not sorry, not animal. Human Trafficking Awareness Month. That we'd also focus on that too.
Yeah.
The children and the people who have been trafficked or are being that have passed, and then animals who have been neglected, and especially we're going to focus on the winter that may have been frozen, that that type of thing. Domesticated animals, any animals really that they're frozen in these harsh winters. So we're
Yeah.
going to focus on that too. And we're going to start with anybody that comes to us, and you people that are watching us, that are here with us, joining us. Please, you're welcome to focus with us and use your abilities too.
Yes,
To
please.
Yeah,
Feel
and please
free to
share what
join
you
me.
get. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's start off with a blessing. Okay.
Right.
Hmm. Dear Divine Creator, Mother, Father, Creator, all that is, infinite intelligence, universal love, universal light, we ask that you bless this gathering tonight. And we humbly ask that you fill and you surround us with your everlasting love and light. And we also humbly ask for, and we pray to, and we call in our spirit guides, our helpers, our ancestors, and our loved ones who are here to help with this gathering tonight, where we are going to help any souls that are in the on the earth plane, that are lost and confused, and for whatever reason that may need help moving into the higher planes. And we ask your guidance and your help as we do this together. And we also ask that you assist all of us that are going to do this work tonight, this service tonight, to be open and allowing and clear and concise channels. And we ask that you gather any that do need help and that are looking for help around us, so that we can help them as we move through this evening tonight, and help as many as we can. And as always, we make this sincere prayer with all the immense love and gratitude.
Oop, you froze up.
Did I?
Yeah, on love and gratitude. And anyway, it's no big
Okay.
deal.
Am I back?
Yep.
I'm back. Okay. Where am I? All
Amen.
right. Amen. I did
Amen.
say amen, but yeah, okay. It is so.
Thank you.
Of course. So let's talk a little bit about why somebody might be stuck on the earth plane. And do you want to start off with that, Mike? Go ahead.
Sure. Um, The number one cause I found was fear, um, mostly in the upbringing that we have with the different religions that we have. A lot of religions have been altered to create fear, and fear of going to hell, uh, fear of being a sinner, fear of being judged when you get up to what we call heaven. Um, just that fear alone, um, for being condemned, it's enough to scare the bejeebus out of people.
Yeah.
And so they're very reluctant to go any further. Um, they realize that they have a choice at this point to stay on earth or take a chance on whether you're going to heaven or hell. And a lot of them don't want to take that chance. And that's the biggest one I have found. How about yourself, Sharon?
Yeah, that's big, definitely. And yeah, fear of judgment and also
Yeah,
not feeling worthy. Say if someone committed suicide or has been a soldier or, didn't, felt like maybe they weren't an angel in their life or whatever, that kind of thing, just not feeling worthy and feeling like they're going to be judged. Um, and so when we do die, I mean, we still live on. So, we take our mental capacity with us and, what's going on in our mind at the time. And we can also die of trauma, leave our physical body from trauma, anything that might be sudden can cause us to not realize that we died,
right.
that type of thing. Because I've come across in out of my experiences a lot of people who are going through and in soul retrieval and of course in our rescue, but people who are in this loop of going through the same thing over and over in their life and maybe trying to change things, but they don't know. They just keep, especially if it's a traumatic death, but when they're stuck in a pattern, they just keep going over and over and over the same routine every day, and they've they've died. So that can happen too, and just not being aware. We're not taught how to die in Western culture, so not being aware of the fact that we do still live on, and
Yes.
understanding that it's a transition from one room into another kind of thing through one door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and to look for your guides, look for your helpers, your angels, or whoever the higher planes. So that's really important, is to understand and be aware of what. I think it's just so important, and that's been taken away from us, to understand the death process.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's a good show we should do in the future.
Yes, it's a good one.
Because they teach it, they teach it in a lot of indigenous cultures.
Yes, they sure do.
Yeah, yeah, but not, it's well, in Christianity, which is probably, it's a big faith in our country and Western cultures. The
Yeah.
fundamental Christianity doesn't really teach us how to die.
No, it teaches us more about fearing death.
Yeah,
You
or
know?
fearing God.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Because
anyway,
most people you talk to, the number one fear they have is of dying. When my sister was in the process of dying, I asked her, is there anything you're afraid of? And she said, yeah, I'm afraid of all the pain at the end. And I
hmm
said, what pain? And she said, well, when you're watching it on TV or in a movie, oh, and it looks like it's very painful to die. And I said, why would you be in the transition of dying and going to heaven? Why would God, however you want to call it,
right,
would
yeah,
put you through pain before you arrive in heaven? And she goes, that doesn't make any sense. And I said, no, it doesn't. And it doesn't happen. I said, very often you're pulled out of your body before that,
hmm
or the angels come in and assist you in leaving your body. So if there by chance is any pain, which in most cases there isn't, then you wouldn't feel it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. God is merciful.
yes,
Okay, so you ready to get started?
yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
All right. So why don't you just go within and see? Maybe we
Yeah,
can see if there's any suicides or something like that. I mean, whoever comes to us and see whoever gets anyone first.
I'm seeing a lady who reminds me, and I can't recall her name, of the wife of the father of the TV show My Three Sons, and how she was dressed, in the late
Like the
50s or
50s?
60s. Yeah,
50s? Yeah.
yeah, late 50s.
Hmm.
Um,
With the blouse and the flared skirt kind of thing?
right. And she has an apron on and, you know, is a stay-at-home mom. And I haven't talked to her other than that.
I get something about alcohol with her.
Yes.
You're getting that? Okay.
Yeah. I was just getting that as you
It's
said
just,
it.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I felt some kind of loneliness with her.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You getting that?
Alone. Her husband was doing other things,
Right.
both good and bad.
Yeah, I feel like he had an affair
Right. Yeah.
or was having maybe multiple or more than one.
Yeah. And she's thinking that, what did I do wrong? Why
Mhm.
doesn't he love me? Why am I not good enough? Why would he go somewhere else? And she was just drowning her sorrows, but she kept drinking more and more. It's unfortunate because people use things like drugs and alcohol to get away from it, which is understandable, but it doesn't solve the problem and it doesn't change anything. It just softens it for a little bit. And sometimes that's needed, but
It always
it's
makes
not.
it worse after.
Yes, much
I know I
better.
used to drink. I used to drink, and I'm like, but I just not to get off subject, but I drink to go, to party with my friends and stuff. I wouldn't drink at
Sure.
home.
Yeah.
But when somebody says, "Hey, let's go out and celebrate," or something like that, then you always feel like crap the next day. So and then you feel really bad. But
Yeah.
uh, I'm feeling that she raised her kids, and she did that. I do feel she raised her kids because I'm feeling like she's in her 50s, somewhere around there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm getting the sense that after her kids left, she didn't have she felt like she didn't have a purpose.
Right.
And she was alone a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. Um, whew.
He was a bit abusive, not physically, but verbally, it sounds like.
Yeah, whenever she saw him, because I don't
Yeah.
even barely see him around.
Right.
Yeah. Um, and that made her drink worse. So how did she pass? How did she pass? Was it
Alcohol consumption.
yeah, I'm feeling like liver and all that.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was a slow suicide, she's saying,
Yeah.
basically.
Multiple
Yeah.
organ failure.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Uh, Why is she knows that she passed? Why is she still here? Mm.
She thinks she did something wrong. Oh,
Oh, she sounds a good Christian girl.
yes, exactly.
You getting that? I was a good Christian girl.
Yeah,
Did everything they told me to do.
yeah,
So she hid everything. She hid everything. She
yeah.
hid it.
But also back then, it was not a reason for divorce for a man to cheat on his wife. And it may
Hmm.
still be.
In the 50s?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Well, my mom divorced my dad.
yeah.
That was
I
in the
mean, it's
60s though,
done.
because he
It could
he
still be
cheated on
done.
her. Yeah. But yeah, it was probably kind of rare. They kicked her out of the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
She was excommunicado.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because they got divorced.
Oh,
Because she
your
divorced
mom?
him.
Oh,
She was, yeah. She's like, whatever.
yeah, really.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Let's get her. Yeah, I do feel that she doesn't feel worthy. She doesn't feel
No,
worthy.
right, exactly.
Yeah, she's like, God doesn't want me in heaven. She's what? You know, she feels worthless. Is the words I'm hearing.
Right.
Okay. Let's get her.
We want to reassure you that you are not worthless. You are a beautiful soul, and you have every right to be in what we call a heaven. And we would like to help you to cross over, to ascend to what you would call heaven, and to leave this earthly realm. Would that be something you would be interested in? Yes. She's shaking her head, yes. So, what we would ask is for Archangel Michael to come in and create a shaft of white light behind this beautiful soul, this wonderful lady. And we would ask you, ma'am, to turn around and face into this shaft of white light. And you can step up into it, and you will probably see your friends and family and members of your family waving you in. Yes, she says, yes, I see him. I see him. So when you're ready, you can step into that light and, and you can cross over. Great.
Yeah.
Excellent. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Totally. She still had those doubts of God wanting her though.
Yeah.
But when yeah, I feel like when she saw her family beckoning her, and I felt, yeah, sure, Jesus was there too, and
Yeah.
that sealed the deal.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes. Very
I
good.
saw a very bright light
Yeah.
behind her family. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel that. Thanks, Mike.
Sure.
Um, I also see a young man. I saw the lady too. When you did, I saw both of them step up.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
just
see the
see
young
them.
man? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Um, I'm feeling I'm getting suicide.
Yeah.
Are you getting that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah, the
think he
left
was.
side of my head hurts.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I got a lot of pain right here. Um, okay, so let me get something about him. He's I'm asking him if he can communicate with me. I'm not getting a lot of communication.
He
Okay,
was. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that he's confused, and I also feel that I feel like he doesn't quite remember a lot. So I'm helping him understand that he is in the spirit world, that he's no longer in the physical world, that he has left his physical body. So he's saying, okay, my head hurts more. I succeeded then because I don't feel that he really remembers. Um, and yeah, okay. Um, he's like, what? He's stammering. So what do I do now? What now? Kind of thing. I said, well,
Right.
that's why we're here to help you. We're here to help you understand that there is no judgment in the
Right.
higher realms. There is no judgment, and I'm hearing Josh or something like that. John or Josh. Oh, I got that, but that's what I'm hearing. And yeah, so he's yeah, he's crying. He's got his head in his face in his hands. I'm saying it's okay. You're going to get help. All you need to do is turn around. There we go, and look for the light of the heavenly realms. The angels have brought it. Archangel Michael has brought it for you, and there you go. Your loved ones are there. You see that shaft? Just look up. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, my head hurts. Okay, so you have lots of people there who will help you, and you don't have to worry about being judged.
No.
No, they will help you get through this. Okay. Oh, whew. How do you let that go? Whew. Yeah, my
So
head
he's.
just kept hurting.
Yeah.
Um, I did, yeah, I saw him step in. I felt that
Yeah.
expansion. Um,
Very
did you
good.
get that too, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what else is here. I'm feeling an urge to focus on the human trafficking
Yeah, I
victims.
would too.
Okay.
Let's work with that.
Yeah, let's ask our guys to bring bring to us or bring us to the bring our energies together for anyone that needs help moving across that are the victim of human trafficking and have died at the hands of others in that manner. Um, children, young adults, anyone, yeah, especially the children. If you could bring them to us, or us to them, so we can help them, please. Bring us together in some way. There we go. I see children holding hands.
Yeah.
Uh, group of them, a small group. Um, were they coming across the board? They look wet to me.
Uh,
Uh, they also, yeah, they look ethnic or Latino or Latino.
uh-huh.
I'm feeling. Um, was that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure why
Boy,
that through. I turned off the
that's
this.
that was like a tingsha. All right. Yeah, I see them. I see them in a group holding hands and kind of um, trying to find their way around. I feel like they ran and they were holding hands. They ran from something. Um, I feel like they drowned, Mike. Do you see them, or are you getting a sense of them?
Just a moment. Let me reconnect.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
They're by
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
Yeah. They were forced to cross the river
Okay.
and they were all holding hands, and one after the other fell. And
Okay.
just like a chain, they all
Yeah.
started
It's
falling.
swept away. They got swept away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
Right.
there I see them sitting on the bank just like waiting for someone to come get them. And they're
Yeah.
very, very frightened. They're all holding hands. Okay, so we're gonna get them. All right, so there's like I don't know, like 10 of them, I think, something like that. Um, that I can see.
Yeah. At least 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're so I have someone with me. We're helping them understand that we will take them with us in to follow this. Ooh, a male showed up with me. He's an angel.
Oh, nice.
He's showing yeah he's showing up in human form and uh
Like
he's very
translating?
yes well yeah totally. I mean it's telepathic but yeah
Yes.
totally. But they're still on the earth plane, so he's helping definitely. He's like a translator for sure, and helping them, telling them that come with me. We will bring you um, to safety, where you are safe. To
Yeah.
safety. Come with me. Come with me.
Very good.
Yeah, he's very bright, but he's wearing like regular clothes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's taking them all. And there's another person there, and they're going. They're taking them across a light bridge.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
There's quite a few. There's more than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Ooh, I want to cry.
Yeah. That's very sad.
I feel the love from the angels thanking us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're still bringing them across. They're just following. They're following each other. They're still bringing them.
Yeah. I saw the first 10 and then 2 more ran in or ran
Mm-hmm.
down to join the group, and then there were more. I don't think they all drowned, but they've all died on that trail or something.
Died in some way with what?
Yeah.
we're talking, what we're
Right.
doing, or anyway, it doesn't matter how
No, it
or
doesn't.
what.
It doesn't, yeah,
Yeah,
matter as long as they're crossing over, that's wonderful.
right, right. But you're right, along that trail, along that area,
Yeah.
in those circumstances, perhaps. Okay. All right. He just turned around and waved. They're moving up. They're moving up now. Whew. Man, he had a bright smile. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really neat when they jump in and assist us.
Hmm. Yeah, I learned that we have to get their attention from the earth plane from here,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
it's because it's so difficult. Sometimes when when people die in traumatic experiences, traumatic situations, for them to see the higher planes, their guides or loved ones, angels,
Uh-huh.
anyone, because it's like a dream kind of thing. It's especially if we have our attention still on the earth plane. That's why they're able to see us when we project ourself
Yeah.
and make that intention, right? Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Very good.
yeah. Okay.
Let's see who else we can find.
Yeah. I'm feeling like they're taking us across the ocean to
Yeah.
another continent, like Eastern Europe.
Right. This is interesting.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, it's all over the world, but this is where they're taking us. Yeah, I see people dressed in heavy coats, that kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like winter. Yeah, it's winter.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Okay, okay. And I see these small buildings. It's like some kind of a camp or something. And
Right.
do you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like moving these trafficked young people and kids, youngins and young adults or whoever. Feels like young people. I don't want to cry again. To these buildings,
Right.
and people are going in there, and it's a prostitution camp is what it looks like
Right.
to me, for
Yeah.
young ones. Uh,
Yeah. And they're being sold
wow,
there too.
they're being sold there. That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I can't find the words for it. Uh, so yeah, so they're coming in. People are coming in there to do that.
Oh,
All right. So I do see that they're not taken care of. I mean, I feel like they were kidnapped, and I mean that's what trafficking's all about, right?
yes.
I mean, you don't do that by choice, kind of thing. They were kidnapped, and they live there. They live there. It's very heavily guarded, is what I'm
Yeah.
seeing, and getting a strong sense of. And it's like a prisoner camp, prisoner of war thing.
Yeah.
But
Like a concentration camp.
yeah, but it's for this type of thing. So
Yeah.
it's not like it was a long time ago. They're showing me that it's like going on. It has
Yeah.
been going on for a while. Okay. Because it feels like it's way out in the boonies. Uh, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. So let's see who's there. All right. We need to open a portal. We need to open up a bridge because I do see a lot
Yeah.
that were neglected and left to die, kind of thing.
Yes. Yes.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just terrible
Drugged
circumstance.
up.
Just
Yeah. Malnourished.
yeah.
All kinds of things. Suicide when they could. Yeah.
Gosh,
Whew, okay. All right. So we're going to ask the angels, Archangel Michael, to open up a bridge for these souls, please, to move into the higher planes, into the heavenly realms. There it is. Okay.
yes. There we go.
All right. So we're helping turn them
There's a
around. Yeah.
yeah.
Lighting the way because it's very dark.
Yes. Yes.
There we go. All right. So there's helpers.
Yeah.
More helpers.
Let
Good.
us bring them into the light.
Yeah.
Oh. Some of them are in such bad shape. They're
Hmm.
but they won't be in pain any longer. They won't be suffering at all.
Yeah. Uh, as soon as they hit that light bridge, it seems like things change.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel so nauseous in my stomach.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's pretty bad.
yeah.
It's so hard to understand how humans can treat other humans this way,
Yeah.
and animals, just any living being.
Yes, very true.
Yeah,
Just
that's why not everyone
total
does this work.
disregard for life.
Okay, so we're gonna leave that there and ask ask the angels to close that portal, close that bridge when all have crossed that are there to be that are need to be crossed, and we'll move on to another situation. Whew, okay, thank you, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Wow.
Okay. Let's look at animals.
All right.
Are you okay with that? Unless you want
Sure. No, I'm
to. Okay.
ready.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause it's a pretty bad winter we've been having.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing us back to the U.S. Um, I feel we're on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah. It's definitely the
That okay?
eastern coast.
Yeah.
A lot of snow.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm starting to see like farm animals,
Yeah.
domesticated. Uh, yeah, just kind of.
Some of them were not healthy to begin with, and and this was enough to overcome
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I just see them kind of moving around, wandering around a little bit, wandering around. Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to go ahead and bring the portal or bring the light
Yeah,
bridge? Okay.
let's ask
Mike.
Archangel Michael to create a light bridge for these animals to cross over, please. And we would ask that this be left open for those that are around in this area and any that wish to cross over to. So, yeah.
Wow. I really feel that in my heart
Yeah.
just expanded.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah. Animals are pretty easy.
Yes. Yeah.
Animals and children.
Yeah.
It's the adults sometimes that we're like have to convince.
Yeah. They're stuck on the fear. Because they've experienced it so much in their lifetime, where a child is still new and accepting
Yeah.
in most cases. Yeah. Great. Well, think we can leave this, and we'll ask that Archangel Michael please close this after the last one crosses over.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And thank you for your assistance with this. He says, thank you. Great. Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Do you have any comments or questions?
Not yet. If anyone wants us to look at anything or share what you were getting, if you were getting anything with what we were doing, yeah, we'll take a little break here.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. It's how I know that spirit rescue is real because I've heard on my recordings spirit talking me and either thanking me or saying heaven, um, uh, light, uh,
Yes.
anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, God, anything, lots and lots of
Confirmation.
comments,
Yeah.
confirmation. Thank you. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, of course, there's that Walter rescue that was pretty crazy. Remember that one? Did
Yeah.
I play that one? I played that one, right?
Yep.
Did I play that for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really profound.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had people step into the light and then turn back to me and wave or say thank you, and just incredible love coming from them. Just
Right.
amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should share that one audio. Let me see here. Can I share my screen? See, I'm new to Restream, so I don't know what I can do here. Maybe I should set that up. Maybe next time I'll play that with
Yeah,
Walter.
that would be good.
Yeah, I'll play the Walter one, which is really profound. Yeah. So nobody has any comments or anything? Okay. Questions, comments? Anybody want that may have been rescuing? I had a out of my experience one time where I was just floating around, enjoying my being out in the out of body state. And I come across this man who was floating there with me, and he's sitting at a desk, and he's got papers, and he's got like really, I mean, hunched over his desk and working on something, working on whatever he was working on, not even noticing me
Wow.
as I'm kind of floating around him, doesn't even notice me. And sometimes if you're in like a dream kind of thing, that's not unusual. But this was an out of body experience. I was fully aware, and a lot of times because of what I do, I'm being drawn to people that need help, right?
Ah, yes.
And so I was trying to get his attention, and I'm like, "Hello, hello, hello," he, and he's ignoring me, and then he finally looks up. He goes, "Leave me alone." And
Wow.
I said, well, he goes, "Leave me alone. I'm busy." That's what he said. I said, "Well, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm working." I said, "D- uh, "Do you know that you've died?" And he ignored me again. I said, "Do you know that you've died?" And he looked up and he looked around. And he said, "Oh," like that. He goes, "Oh," and then he was gone.
Wow.
hmm As soon as he realized it,
Wow. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
hmm
That's what you were there for.
Yeah, totally. There was another one where I was an older lady. We ended up. I just popped into a. Well, at the time I was in my 40s, so she'd probably be about the age I am now, older lady, and 40s or early 50s, I guess. I don't know, but I just popped into a car with her. She was driving a car, and it kept going over a cliff, and then come back and over a cliff, and then
Wow.
we kept going in this loop of going over the cliff.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I know I had to tell her, "You don't have to keep doing this. Here, let me help you." And so I took the wheel and I imagined a road, right? And
Uh-huh.
and drove her onto the road, drove the car onto the road, and told her, "You died. You're not. You don't need to drive this car anymore." So I drove her onto the road and then helped her get out of the car. And was people there to help her, and
Oh, nice.
she went to them. Yeah, that was cool. That was one of the first ones I think I've done.
Yeah, our
Yeah, that was really cool.
our imaginations are so strong. They really are
Mhm.
to do that, and people don't understand how strong it really is. There's
Do you mean when you after you die?
uh,
Or
no, like what you did, how you created a road right there where
oh,
you
yeah.
needed one.
Well, we create by thought in the
Yeah,
actual place. We create by thought here too. It just takes a little bit longer. It takes a lot longer usually, but, um,
yeah,
yeah. So I was able to help her because she didn't understand. She just
no,
kept trying not to go over the cliff.
yeah,
Yeah,
wow,
I know. I remember another one where, there was, I just pop in I actually saw them in my Hypnagogic state, this room. I just pop into this room because I was able to project myself into this room, and there's a couple sitting on like a waiting room, like at a doctor's office, right?
uh-huh,
And there's three kids on another sofa. There's a couple, the parents, and I didn't know at the time, but the sitting on the sofa, and then three kids sitting on the other sofa. And I just pop in there, and the kids look at me, but the parents don't. And and I said, "Oh, hi, how you doing? What's going on?" Having that conversation with them, and they said, um, "We're waiting for Jesus." I think is what they said. "We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting." Yeah,
wow,
I think they said, "We're waiting for Jesus." And I said, "Oh, what do you?" Oh, I said, "They said we're waiting." I said, "Waiting for what?" And I looked over at their parents, and their parents said, "We're waiting. We're waiting. What was it? We're waiting for to be taken. whoops, to be taken to heaven.
Wow.
We're waiting to be taken to heaven, something like that, along those lines. I don't
Uh-huh.
remember the exact words. And I said, "Oh, well, uh, I can help." And I started toning,
Oh.
and the kids. And I said, "Here, let me show you how." And the kids started toning with me, singing, toning,
Uh-huh.
and we rose up, rose up, rose up. But the parents wanted to stay there and wait. They didn't want to.
Hmm.
They didn't want to go. So we started rising, 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 and we rose through the ceiling. And the parents stayed there. The adults
Huh.
stayed there. So that's another
Interesting.
example of, kids are a lot easier to help in those
To cross
circumstances.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
were just like, okay, right? Hey, and we rose,
Yeah.
rose, rose, rose to the roof and the ceiling, and I remember looking over this really beautiful, beautiful city. It was just lit up, beautiful city, and they floated over to. I said to them, this was all natural, you know. There you, all you have to do is go down there because it was one building that was really bright and lit up. And it kind of looked like a church or something like that. It was kind of a domed. Actually, it wasn't a steeple with a cross. It was kind of domed. And I said, just all you have to do is go right there. And they floated over there, and that was the last I saw of them. And I came
Wow.
back. But I don't know. The parents were still waiting,
Huh.
which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Reminds me of that story of the guy on top of the house, and the floodwaters get higher and higher. And he said, well, God's going to send somebody to rescue me, you know. And the rescue man comes with a boat, and he says, come on, jump on the boat. I'll save you. And he says, no, 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 God's going to rescue me. I'll be fine. And all these people, helicopter comes, everybody comes to rescue him. Finally, you've probably heard this story as many times as I have.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, I know the story
Yeah.
for sure.
At
Yeah.
the end, God says, I sent all kinds of people to rescue you. Why didn't you listen to them? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like that movie, got what is it? Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey,
Oh, yes.
where he's
Good one.
saying, "God, send me a sign. Send me a sign. I need a sign. I need a sign." And there's signs everywhere, all over the place. "When are
Yeah.
you gonna send me a sign?" He has them all over the he's driving down the road, and there's all these signs that are just obvious,
Right.
whatever. Yeah, they're totally obvious signs, and he's like, "Oh, send me a sign."
Uh,
Yeah. I remember one experience where it wasn't actually a spirit rescue, but, in the out of body state, and, I was standing in front of some kind of a temple building, it looked like, some kind of the higher plane buildings look different than here. And I was joking around with some people there. We were standing there and waiting for someone. I could tell we were waiting for someone. And then this male comes walking really fast toward me, and beautiful, handsome man, and he's smiling really big, and he and we meet, and I know him. I don't know who he is from this realm, but I know him there. As soon as he comes close to me, obviously there was a telepathic communication there about what was going on, which I didn't know yet until from this point of view, what happened right away. But as he got closer, he could tell that it wasn't a happy reunion. So I felt like we
uh,
hadn't seen each other in a while, and it wasn't a happy reunion. So we touched foreheads, and I intuit to him that his brother, or somebody in his um, spirit group, soul group, needs his help on the earth plane.
uh,
And they're asking him, we were asking him if he would not reincarnate, but go back to the earth plane and help his brother and help have some kind of profound experience because um, he was his brother was on drugs. I feel
uh,
like it was meth or something like that. And this was about
uh,
10 years ago or so when this happened. And and that he needed to give him some kind of a come to Jesus kind of experience, you know what I mean? A
right.
big
Just
wake up call.
set him
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah, to help him appear to him or something, because I felt like he would know, he would be able to do that, like as an angel or something,
Uh-huh.
something where he would come to show him, because he was on the he needed to be put back on his path because he was needed on the planet. And so we opened the doors, and he agrees, and we open the doors. The doors open, and he walks inside the building, and I see these beings sitting with their backs to us. There's like about, and they're bald, they don't have any hair, they're bald, and they're about 5 or 6 or something like that, and they're sitting watching a screen that's just uh, not on a wall, but it's just floating there kind of thing.
Wow.
And I don't remember seeing a wall, there might have been, or it was translucent. And uh, and on the screen we can see his brother or his
Oh,
soul family member. And so they're watching him from that perspective. And so he goes in to uh, to do that for his brother, whatever that would take. And I understand that it wasn't something that was an easy thing to do.
yeah.
Yeah, so he
Watch
had
him
to
up.
make that commitment. Yeah, and then the doors close, and I come back here.
Good. That's great that you were able to do that.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience. So I find that what we are drawn to here as above so below kind of thing, that we're also drawn
Yeah.
to that or doing that type of work in the higher planes, right?
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're kind of quiet today. Um, that's okay. We'll do
Yeah.
more work. Yeah, we'll do a couple more rescues. Okay,
That sounds great.
sound okay? Okay. Let's just see who anyone that wants to come to us. Hmm. I'm seeing a child with a dog.
I'm sorry, with the what?
A dog.
Oh,
Small child with a dog, like up to their waist or something, like a big dog, like a protector dog. A dog is
uh-huh.
protecting the child, that kind of thing. That's what I'm feeling. Looks like a
Okay.
little,
Oh,
looks like a
yes.
little boy. Do you see?
Yes.
Okay. So what happened? Um, I feel like they may have died in a fire, Mike.
Uh,
Whew.
oh,
Okay.
yeah. Now I see. Oh, my.
Yeah, the dog is not leaving his side. They're very bonded. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. Um, I feel like the little boy. Let me see here. Let me get in. Okay. All right. So I'm talking to him, asking him if he needs help. He's saying he can't find his parents. I'm not sure his parents died. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel that they have.
Yeah, or they had at the time. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm helping him, taking his hand and helping him and,
Okay.
and his dog. Yeah, the dog trusts me.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
see.
just saying, "Okay, so I'm crashed down from him. We're gonna help you find your family and your parents, okay, or and your family. It's okay. We're here to help."
Yeah.
His dog may be a service dog because I see him wearing a vest or something like that, and he's got his hand like on
On
his
the back
back,
of it all.
like a vest kind of thing.
Right. Right.
And he's like, anytime the little boy moves, the dog moves with him. So he may be blind or something like that. Yeah. Or was.
Yeah.
I don't feel he is now. I don't feel, yeah. Well, yeah, we can let him know he's not or something. He's fine. Yeah. Okay. We're just letting him know. He's fine. Okay. You can see me. Yes, he can see me. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. All right. So we're asking Archangel Michael to bring the bridge to, or the portal, the shaft of light to the heavenly realms, the higher realms. Whew. Okay. And the angels. There we go. He sees the angels
Yeah.
and his family there waiting for him. They all have their arms wide open.
Right. Yes. I see that.
I see
Beautiful.
Yeshua too.
Yep. Yes. Very nice. Very good.
He was very adamant about trying to find waiting for his parents and trying to find his parents, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew.
That would explain what I saw because I saw him under something, some type of furniture or something, all
Hmm.
calling for them.
Okay. Yeah. So, usually people, what I understand is that die of smoke inhalation if there's a house fire or
Yes.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Long
rather than,
before they burned.
yeah, which is still a horrible, horrible way but yeah, he left his body beforehand, but his dog was right there.
Yeah.
His dog was right there with him. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. It is.
And I've seen that with animals, and that's happened with me in my past lives, where my
Wow.
animals have stayed with me, and I've had to retrieve both of us.
Uh,
Because they're with me,
uh-huh.
my horses. I had a horse, quite a few horses,
Wow.
in other lives that were there with me. Yeah, and I was I saw that I was some kind of a monk in some monastery somewhere in Europe, and I had a squirrel that I was bonded with.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
That we befriended each other. Yeah, and it was a squirrel that was still with me when I passed. Um, I was um, I was attached, very attached to my work there in the garden and around the monastery and the work I did on
Uh-huh.
that in that life for, people around, and but especially the garden. For some reason I didn't want to leave there.
Uh,
um yeah, that was a long time ago, so I don't remember the whole thing, but yeah, I remember the squirrel. I was a monk and I had a squirrel as my friend.
wow.
Okay,
Oh,
so you want to do one more?
sure.
Okay. Hmm. I'm seeing Mike, I'm seeing a couple, a male and female couple. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I feel like they're
Go
in their, I
go
don't
ahead.
know, they feel like they're young.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Okay, like maybe late 20s or around 30 or something like that.
Right. Early
Okay,
30s.
yeah. It feels like they were on their, it feels like, what I'm feeling is that they drowned and they were on their honeymoon.
Oh
Okay,
my.
like on a cruise or something, or someplace where they drowned when they were on their honeymoon, because I feel like they're newlyweds, and yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, because I see her in a wedding dress, and
Uh,
I don't know if she was wearing it. I don't feel like was she? Oh, maybe she was. Uh, she may have been wearing it when she. Maybe they got married on the cruise, because I see her in a wedding dress.
wow.
I thought that was just to let me know, but yeah, it feels like it. They may have. Wow. Okay. Something happened, obviously. um, what is it? What is it? Yeah, I just feel like okay. So I go with. I don't know if that. You know, I don't feel like the. I don't know if the cruise. I don't feel like the cruise sank. But something happened where they did they jump? What the heck? What the heck is confusing?
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling that they were drinking.
Uh-huh.
They were drinking. Okay. Eh, and they either fell overboard or oh god, something
Yeah,
like that. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Like she fell overboard and he dove in after her or something like that.
Or they were stupid. Yeah. Yeah. It's just it feels like a very stupid thing is
Yeah,
what I'm getting from them. Very stupid. I'm hearing very stupid thing.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Maybe that's why they don't want to show us
Mhm.
because of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's confusing.
Okay. Well, let's just see if we can cross them over.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
All right. So we're here to help assist you in crossing over and ascending up into the higher realms to what you might call heaven. Would you be would that be interesting to you? Would you like to do that? And they're both shaking their heads, yes. Okay.
Mhm.
So what we'll do is ask Archangel Michael to come in, please, and create a shaft of white light, divine light from the heavens down for you to step into and to ascend on up. What we would ask you to do is turn around, and that shaft of white light is right behind you. There you go. And you two will be together, yes.
Mhm.
She's stepping in.
Mhm.
He, he wanted to make sure she went first, not to see if it was safe, but as a gentleman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. They're both going in. And great. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And
Yeah.
thank you all for this opportunity to help in the crossover those in need.
Definitely. Whew, yeah, I feel like they were just still there in that in the ocean, wherever they were, just
Yeah,
still, not um, feeling. I keep hearing stupid, stupid. What did we do, kind of thing,
yeah,
and not knowing and feeling like they, got cheated out of their life together, but not knowing what to do. So there was a lot of heavy emotion there.
yeah.
Yeah, they were together. So thanks, Mike.
Sure. Thank you. That was very good. Nice
Totally.
to help people.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and we're expanding our consciousness, bringing from um, people, because these are people, right? Spirit from the dark into the light, and the more we do that, the more the light expands in our
Yes.
in our consciousness on the planet and
Yeah.
universe, our
Yeah.
galaxy, our universe. The more we add to it, the more we add the fragmented parts of our collective consciousness into the light, from the depths of the uh, darker planes, then
Right.
the better off
Yeah.
we are.
Yes.
Hmm.
Every little bit helps. And because we're all connected, it helps all of us.
Yes.
Everything is connected.
Yeah.
So very good.
Totally. Totally. Okay. So if no one has any questions or comments, stories, complaints.
No complaint is good.
I know, right? Take your complaints to Mike.
Yeah. You can find out more about me at MikeDinkel.com. There's a very small complaint form that you can fill out.
It goes to spam, by the way. Okay. Right. All right. Thanks everyone for being here. Thank you, Michael.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
putting this together. I really
Oh,
enjoyed
of course. Yeah, it's good work. And I also teach a course on this, which is coming up. Basically, if anyone wants to learn how to do this on your own, I mean, you know how to do it already, but just to get a handle on how to feel safe and what to do to help spirit move across. And I'm teaching that in, thank you, Soul Prima, in March, I believe.
it. Nice.
Yeah, so that's coming up. Spirit Rescue, it's an accredited course through my academy. So if anyone's interested. Yeah.
Good,
And
good.
let's say a gratitude prayer to take us out.
Excellent.
Dear Divine Mother, Father, Creator, all that is, infinite intelligence, thank you so much for gathering us all here together tonight. And thank you to all of the spirit that helped, our guides, our angels, our helpers, ancestors that helped with the service we provided tonight, with helping these souls move into the higher planes. And a thank you to the souls that we did help for your trust. Thank you so much. And thank you, Michael, for being here once more. And thank you for everyone that are watching now and that will be watching this broadcast in the future. Thank you for being here.
And thank you, Sharon.
Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. And as always, we make this sincere prayer with all the immense love and gratitude. And we ask that you close this gathering now with all the immense love and gratitude that we have in our hearts. Amen.
Amen.
It is done.
Great.
Okay. So
Excellent.
next time I'll bring a couple of recordings that we can play maybe to
Sure. Sounds
just let
great.
people know that. What's your training website? I know you through Galactic Ashley. Oh, yes. It is. You can go to my website and there's a link there. It's the SharonSananda.com. SharonSananda.com. Yeah, and I have a link there to my academy, and I have the classes on and courses on both websites. but my academy is kumaraacademy.com as well. Okay. All righty. See everyone in the ethers.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, Christine. Oh, by the way, Christine, thank you so much for your donation on Meetup. I really appreciate that. That was so sweet. Yeah, there's a button on there to donate. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.